Welcome to this week's MüD Minute. It's going to be probably a little longer. I'm going to take a little more than a minute and 60 seconds of your time, but I think it's important. I had a great week full of meeting really wonderful, interesting people. You can definitely tell that people are back to business and kids are back in school because this week is a short week, but it was plumb full packed. Packed in, being spotlighted in a group for a publication that I'm a part of, which is really exciting. And I had to answer some intriguing questions that really made me think about my business history and being an entrepreneur and what that really meant, and made me really think about my product and the fact that it made me realize that way back in the very beginning, I was actually literally selling my prototypes as product. And I still kind of do that today because I'm constantly evolving and making them better. And I, reach out to previous clients and who were with me and believed in me in the very beginning, and let them know when I've upgraded and made amazing changes and different things like that. And anyway, I know I'm talking really fast because I just am really excited. There was this very early morning social that I was at yesterday, and the gentleman speaking was talking about failures and successes and different things like that. And he had placed 12 different people that were successful but had failed on their way to being successful. And interestingly enough, he pointed out that all 12 of them were males and that there were no females. And the handful, the 20 some of us females that were in the audience found that interesting as well. Although I remember hearing one of the females saying, because we as females don't fail. And I ended up speaking with one of the other females after the fact, and we both found it rather interesting. And we both kind of agreed that maybe it's because we don't define failure as the same way that our male counterparts do. And I think that's okay. And I just think it's an interesting thing, and I would love to hear some of your thoughts on that. We are genetically built to be better multitaskers than our male counterparts. And does that equate into our successes? And when you Google failure and successful people and their failures, it's an interesting, and I could talk on this for a long time, but I would just do it. There are some females out there. Oprah Winfrey is one of them that happened to come up when I Googled it this morning. So I just think it's interesting. But I do think we just view our failures differently. I think we use them as stepping stones. There's that great quote out there, she thought she could, so she did, or whatever it is, and correct me in comments below if I'm wrong on that statement. But the quote I'm talking about. And I think we just look at things so differently, and that, failure isn't an option for us women. And I think that's empowering. And so when people ask me about, shattering a glass ceiling, I'm like, I don't necessarily know that there is one, because if there is, well, go shatter it, create your own, break through it, however. And maybe that's just me. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great weekend, and just a few things to leave you with. So anyway, have a great week, and see you next week.